Hello and welcome to this Safe Place guided meditation. Guided imagery is an excellent technique that can be used to reduce stress and anxiety. During this exercise, we will create a safe place for you to visit whenever you feel stressed, tired, or anxious. Sometimes guided imagery is used to direct the listener through a scripted meditation, but in this exercise, I will use prompting questions to make you the architect of your safe place. Before we begin the meditation today, let's first start by finding a comfortable position. I'll give you a few moments now to get nice and comfortable. Okay, hopefully you are feeling comfortable. Before we continue, please take a moment to check in with yourself about your thoughts, your feelings, and any physical sensations within your body. We can use this information later to check in with how this meditation made you feel. I'll give you a few moments now to check in with yourself. Okay. Now that we've found a comfortable position and checked in with ourselves, we're going to start the meditation with some deep breathing. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Remember that when you deep breathe, you want to inhale that deep breath through your nose, hold for a count of 3, and then exhale nice and slow through your mouth. All of these breaths should be slow and steady. You can place your hand on your belly so that when you breathe in, you can feel your belly rise, and when you breathe out, you can feel that belly fall. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together now. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through your mouth. Nice and slow. Perfect. Okay, again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. Wonderful. Remember to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Can you feel the slow rise and fall of your stomach? You should be breathing in deep breaths that are nice and slow. Let's do it one last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to start building our safe place. You are the architect and builder of this place. You control what happens here and any changes that you may or may not want to make. For this exercise, you can close your eyes or keep them open. It may be easier to create a mental picture in your mind if your eyes are closed, but it's completely up to you, whatever makes you the most comfortable. Let's start by choosing where you want to be. Your safe place can be anywhere, provided that it is somewhere that feels safe, comfortable, and relaxing to you. For example, some people may want to think of their grandmother's house or a favorite park. Some may want to imagine the beach or the mountains or even a tropical rainforest. You can imagine anywhere on Earth or even an alien planet, if that is what helps you to relax. I'll give you a few moments now to choose where you want to build your safe place. Sometimes it helps to choose places that have felt comfortable to you in the past. Okay, have you made your choice? If not, you can pause here until you know where you would like to create your safe place. At any point, if this meditation is moving too fast and you need more time for your visualization, feel free to pause before you continue. To help you set the scene, I'm going to start asking you now some prompting questions. You may have already decided on these details, or it might be something new for you to consider. I'm going to base my questions off the 5 senses. There may be some questions that are related to senses that you do not experience. If that is the case, feel free to ignore those questions and only spend your time and energy on the questions that matter to you. To start, let's focus on the sense of sight. To develop the visual scene, you may want to consider what your environment looks like. What are the objects in the environment? Are you inside or outside? What is the lighting like? Is it morning, afternoon, or evening? Perhaps it is even the middle of the night. If you can see colors, what are some of the colors that surround you? I'm going to give you some time now to visualize that scene in your mind's eye. Wonderful. Now let's move on to another sense. Here I want you to focus on the sense of sound. That means I want you to know what you can hear. So for example, if you're in the woods, can you hear birdsong? Perhaps you're at home and you can hear water boiling on the stove or the low sound of a television turned down low. If you're at the beach, maybe you hear the crashing of the waves or the cry of the seagulls in the distance. I'll give you a few moments to really focus on the types of sounds that you think you might be able to hear. Okay, the next sense we're going to focus on is the sense of touch. Touch is related to what you think you can feel in your environment. So for example, if you're sitting on the couch, you can feel the softness of the cushions. Or if you're lying on the grass outside in a field, maybe it feels a little bit scratchy or itchy, but also still soft. You can imagine what it feels like to walk on sand at the beach or to dip your toes in the water. There are lots of different sensory details around what your skin can feel. Take a few moments now to think about what sorts of things in your environment that you can feel and what it feels like. You're doing a wonderful job. Let's keep moving along to our last two senses. We're going to start with smell. In this environment that you've lovingly begun to create, what do you think you can smell? For example, if you're in a kitchen, maybe you can smell the smell of food cooking. Or if you're outside at the beach, maybe you smell that salty air. Or if you're in a meadow, you might smell the smell of grass and the smell of flowers, that perfume of flowers. It's up to you, whatever you think that you can smell in your safe place. I'll give you some time now to put together what you think you can smell. All right, we're almost done now. We're going to focus on our final sense, which is the sense of taste. That means that you want to imagine what it might be like to eat or drink in your environment. Or even if you just opened your mouth, if you might be able to taste anything in the air. For example, if you're at the beach and the air is very salty, you might be able to smell or taste that. I'll give you some time to think about what you can maybe taste. If you feel like moving around your environment in order to taste some cooking in the kitchen, I'll leave it up to you. Okay, so now at this point, we've really asked ourselves questions and made decisions about a lot of different senses, about what it looks like, what you can hear, what it smells like, what objects feel like, even what you can taste. I'm going to give you some time now just to really inhabit this safe place, thinking about all those senses and immersing yourself in them. If you want, you can get up and move around and imagine what it might be like to change or affect things in this imaginary environment. It's up to you. Whatever the case, remember that you are safe and comfortable here, and everything in this environment is under your control and up to you. Let's enjoy your safe place now. I'm going to give you just a little bit of time just to immerse yourself in that safe place. Okay, now we're going to ask that you start to bring your awareness back to your body, away from the safe place in your imagination. I'm going to give you just a couple moments to start to come back and bring that awareness back. Okay, your awareness should be all the way back now. Do you remember at the beginning of this exercise, before we even did our deep breathing, you checked in with yourself about your thoughts, feelings, and any physical sensations? I would like you to take a moment to check in with yourself again, this time just to see if there are any changes from the before and after of this exercise. Take a few moments to check in with yourself again and do that before and after comparison. Excellent. Maybe you noticed some changes, or maybe you felt about the same. If you noticed any changes, they may have been positive, negative, or neutral. Regardless of the outcome, this is all information that you can use to learn about yourself and what types of exercises and meditations work best for you. In this exercise, we practiced using our senses to create a safe place that is relaxing and transporting. As long as it is safe and comfortable to do so, you can recreate your safe place or create and use other safe places anywhere in the real world at any time and place. When engaging in this kind of relaxing mental imagery, use the 5 senses to build out your scene. Make sure to ask yourself, what does it look like? What can I hear? What can I touch? And finally, what can I smell or even taste? It's very easy to create your safe place on your own once you know what sort of senses that you should be using and asking yourself about. I hope that this exercise was helpful to you, and thank you so much for your participation. I hope you have a wonderful day.